che oggi che sono stati da Lionello che doveva togliere una piccola cista a Giuseppe, cioè, non hanno detto niente che sei incinta, io ho detto hai fatto bene.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of let you throw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Kitchen. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. I gotta say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 54 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20, about the 21-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright?
Back to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. And 4th down, Drew Chrisman on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here complete to Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 2nd and 7. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll push forward to the 37. Gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the Bears had 12 and 3 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Tudo bem.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Kitchen. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aiden Hutchinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Drew Chrisman now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They run a draw here on second down, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 54 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Play action. Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Options galore here, second and a few inches. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it makes the score 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Kitchen. Open man is Uzama. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Kitchen. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. He is out of bounds inside the 35. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, 73 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley, inside handoff. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offense, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky, though, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Garoppolo now. Drives the left side and finds Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before. I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Garoppolo. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for. Near the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, they'll go to the ground and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He has been, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now at Soldier Field. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, they'll run with White. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Dobbs. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kitchen. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw on second down. Kitchen. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Kitchen. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The drive starts with a run by White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, here's White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. play action. It's Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Throwing to start the drive. Kitchen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Kitchen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hawkins to the 36-yard line. Stop there. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made this